We look like a team that's coming off 3-14 trying to find a way to win. Not a team that's had success in the last year and a half trying to grow it. What is that call? There's 1:40 to go in the game. That's a play that looks like there's 13 seconds to go and you've only got time for 3 end zone shots. And even then, it's absurd. It is a third-string running back. What in the world? Is this your first game? I can't, look, there's plenty to pick apart. It was terrible. It was just terrible all the way around, man. Here's Trevor on that last play. E.T., give me Trevor Lawrence cut 2 on the not-so-grand finale of what would have been a season-saving for now comeback.
They're doing a nice job of mixing it up on defense, but, kind of started to get some more man towards the end there. We hit some big plays, just the one we hit a tram, took advantage of that and got down there. And then, it was a playoff of what we did earlier. We did some stuff with the running back and some option routes, and we tried to go over the top, and just got to give credit to the linebacker. Did a great job. And Jacoby did a great job making that play. And it's just tough when it finishes that way. When I threw it, I thought we'd have a shot and left it a touch inside, and he got his eyes back. A lot of times those linebackers don't get their eyes back and play the ball, and I thought we'd be able to go up and get it, and he did a great job, made a great play.
It's a dumb play call. It just is. I'm sorry. Doug Peterson's a smart guy. He's won a Super Bowl. It's a dumb call. I just don't know how. The 1:42 to go, ball at the 13, all the momentum. By the way, last week we scored late, and we dared complain that we left too much time on the clock. Remember that narrative? Right? Remember that one? Like somehow we should have stalled at the end of the Packers game, and, even if it meant going 3rd and 5 from the 7, we scored too fast. So best case scenario, they hit that play, let's say, and score with 1:38 to go. Have to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Most likely they'd miss. It'd be down 1. And what would have happened? What would have happened if they'd have scored on that play? Huh? What would have happened? I'll tell you what would have happened. They'd have scored a touchdown. They'd have missed the 2. The Eagles had got the ball. They would have drove down the field. And this time Elliott would have hit his 55-yarder, and the Jags would have lost by 2. But if you are insistent on scoring right there, I for the life of me don't understand how that's the option you come up with. You're going to take an end zone shot. It's going to be your 3rd-string running back running a wheel route. Holy hockey sticks, man. This is football 101. I just don't understand, Doug, why darn near it almost looked like why this panicked look of end zone shots with 1:40 to go and plenty of time to finish off this victory. E.T. Doug Peterson cut 1.
Yeah, no, we with the time left, we had talked about it on the sideline to kind of slow the pace there at the end, and it's just something you got to try to do, right? You can try to, you stay in bounds, or if it's incomplete, you play another down, whatever it is. But still, the bottom line is, we still needed to score, and felt good too with the way our defense had played. It would give us a shot.
Just a terror. I can't. I really was expecting Doug Peterson to tell me there was some sort of mistake. I should have never run that play. That wasn't the play. Oh, there was a miscommunication. It was supposed to be X, Y, Z. I don't know. Yeah, that was the play. That was it. That's what we decided. Coach, you've driven it all the way downfield inside of the 13. So the play was to run the 3rd-string running back out of the backfield and match him up against, well, quite frankly, a superior athlete in Jacoby Dean. Throw the whole game into a one-on-one matchup with a running back. Oh, by the way, not a swing pass either. We're going to ask a running back to make a Justin Jefferson play. That was the call. Nice job, by the way, staff, and getting the slow start thing figured out. I thought that was pretty impressive. That's another just coaching, superlative from the weekend. We had 32 first half yards. We complained about 24 first quarter yards last week. How's 32 for a half grab you? I mean, that's a dangerous game when you tell the world what you need to improve, and then you go out and show the world that you're incapable. So we are very rapidly. When you lose a 3-point game at Miami, when you lose a 3-point game at Houston, when you lose a 3-point game at home to to Green Bay, when you are in position to win a game at Philly. Those are 4 good teams that you're right there at the game to win the game, and you're not winning them. Your coaching is failing you. It's not finding any answers. And we can blame Trent Baalke and this, that, and the other, and I know where we're at now. Let's blame everyone. Blame Trevor. Blame Trent. Blame Peterson. Blame Press Taylor. Blame Ryan Nielsen. Blame them all. I get it. But if you're good enough to be in the dadgum game with the contenders of the league, and then you're good enough to win the games, and the coaches are failing them. They're not making any kind of game-winning decision, adjustment. I don't know what to tell you. It's unbelievably frustrating. And now we'll just watch for pure entertainment's sake. Try and win. I don't want to lose all the games and pick high. I don't want to do that. I have a feeling we need the pressure off picking like 15th to even have a chance. But just damn near infuriating the way the football team plays and they got so lucky to get back in it. We got by far the most egregious call in our favor in the history of the franchise. Right? We all saw. I can't believe I cannot believe they looked at that in video and didn't reverse that fumble by Saquon Barkley. You literally can see Ventrell Miller's fingers bend back as he barely swiped his foot before he went down. It just completely let us back in the game. I mean, we're just slumbering along doing nothing. We finally got a touchdown. It was 22-8. 2 plays later, Saquon busts up the middle. We didn't stop him all day. The turf monster is what the refs said got him, but actually Ventrell Miller got just enough of him. He should have been down by contact, but he fell on the ground and the ball squirted out. Trayvon Walker said, "Okay, I'll play." The big fella picked it up, made a rumbling move into big game for Trayvon yesterday. Josh Allen had a couple of sacks. Going to hear from him in a sec. But, I mean, we're lucky to be in the game. They handed you the opportunity to be in the game. And the defense, boy, they'll make a play until you need them to. Because, right, we got it back to within 22-16. What does the defense do the next possession? Let's them go right down the field. What about the defense on 3rd and long yesterday, gang? Shout out to that one. 3rd and 17, the Eagles are running a draw, conceding a field goal before the end of the half. You let Barkley go all the way. 3rd and 7, let's stop him and get a field goal. You let Hurts run in from 18 yards out. And then the kicker of all, trying to stay in the game. After you'd made it 22-16, you force a 3rd and long, a 30 or whatever it is, and you let him hit a touchdown to Devontae Smith. Oh, man. 3rd and 17, they're basically all but kneeling on the ball. You let them score a touchdown. 3rd and 23, just knock it down, hold them to a field goal. You let them score a touchdown. The only thing we did was the impossible. We stopped the tush push. The most famous, unstoppable play in sports. We scared them out of using it, by the way. Oh, and one more shout out. There's so many nuances to this game. It's a shame we lost. We could have a lot of fun with this one. That Nick Sirianni's a few marbles short of a whole checkers game, or what I'm speaking of. He's a few checkers short of a board, man. That dude is like almost seems like he is on a suicide mission. And these coaches and the points that they take off willy-nilly. Look, the first one they put it at the 1, nobody stops the push, I get it. But we stopped that tush push twice. They went for 2, and we stopped them. We stopped them on 4th down. I mean, but when the defense had to get a stop, when they got it to 22-16, boom, they let it take it right back up to a 2-score game. But even then, with a chance to win, that play call at the end, man, I for the life of me, that's like a doom sealer for me. I mean, I cannot trust my coach anymore. I don't trust Doug Peterson anymore. He's let this thing go off the rails. The Jaguars last year were 8-3. Right? Lost our last 5. Is that how it went? No, we won 1 of the last. We lost what? 5 of 6 down the stretch last year? Is that how it worked? We lost 5 of 6 down the stretch last year. And then now we're what? So that's 1 and 5. And now this year we're 2 and what? Now 7. So we're 3 and 12. We're 3 and 12 in our last 15 games, with Doug Peterson leading the way. It's an unbelievable turnaround to not have a bigger reason behind it. Like, what is the reason behind it? There's not a personnel reason. Their injuries contributed, but now in the big picture, seeing what's happening this year, yeah, we should have won some of those games last year. They are being poorly guided. Week after week after week. And now you're left with a football team that's bruised and battered, and just, I'm sure they'll keep the mathematical hopes still as their, carrot at the end of the year. But now it's Minnesota and Detroit the next 2 weeks.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL Jaguars. For even more coverage of the Big Cats, be sure to subscribe to 1010XL Jaguars.